Good morning, guys. Today we are going to learn about elapsed time. Let's talk about what that means. Elapsed means how much has passed. So when you do elapsed time, we're going to talk about how much time passes from one point in time to another point in time. So if we start at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I get on the bus. That's what time our start time. So I'm going to put an S for start time. And then we get off the bus, which is our stop time, at 3:20. Then the time that it took us to ride on the bus from the start to the finish here, start to stop, that would be what we call our elapsed time. Is how much time it takes in between from one point in time to another. So from 3 o'clock, I would count by tens, and I would say, well, 10 minutes, that's 3:10. And then another minute, 10 minutes, is 3:20, which is our time we get off the bus. So I always count by fives or tens, depending on the time. I would say 3:10, 3:20. So now it's 3:20 here for my stop time. And that would be 10 and 10. So 20 minutes is my elapsed time. So if the question was, how much time did Bob spend on the bus? The elapsed time, or how much time he spent on the bus, would be 20 minutes. Okay, let's erase some of this and pick another problem. Sorry, it's taking longer to erase. My eraser's acting silly. So let's see. Let's say that this morning I started eating my breakfast at 7:15, and I always organize it start, elapsed, and stop so that I know my times. So I started eating breakfast at 7:15. It took me 12 minutes to eat my breakfast. So now I know the start time and the elapsed time. So I need to figure out what time I finished or stopped eating breakfast. So again, I would use a line to help me organize. And I'd say, well, I started at 7:15 this morning. 12 minutes. I would add 10 first because I know that 12, when I think about 12, it breaks it down into a 10 and a 2 to number bonds to make that 12. So I would say, well, 7:15, let's add 10 minutes first. So 15 plus 10 more would be 7:25. So now I've done the 10 minutes. I need to go back and add 2 more so that I add the total of 12 minutes. So 7:15 plus 10 minutes is 7:25. Plus I've got to add 2 more minutes, 1 minute and 1 minute. So then I'll put minutes here. So 7:25, that would be 7:26 and 7. Let me erase that. Sorry, that was messy. 7:27. So we have 7:15 plus 10 is 7:25 plus another minute, 7:26 plus another minute, 7:27. So the stop time would be 7:27. Let's do one more. And I wish my eraser would act a little nicer today. It's acting silly. So I may not get all of it off, but I'll get most. So we can start over. Okay. So let's say that we are going outside to ride our bike, and we go outside at 4:20. So we go outside at 4:20. So that's what time we start riding our bike. We know that we ride our bike for 34 minutes. I need to know what time I stopped riding my bike. That's the question. So I would do my line to organize my information. I would say, well, I started at 4:20. Well, the 34 is really a 30 and a 4. So I would say 10, 20, 30. 10, 20, 30. 31, 32, 33, 34. So now I have my 34 broken down into 30 and 4. 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. I just have to count up. Let me switch colors here so that you can see that. Let's say 420 plus 10 is now 430.